How's it, guys? It's Tyrese Richards, the one, the only, hardest hitter in the UK right now. And I'm going to be making my pro debut this Saturday. Make sure that you guys are there. If you're not there, make sure that you're watching the pay-per-view. Link down in the bio. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, guys. I'll see you there.
What's happening, people? We're back again. We're with the one and only Tyrese Richards, who competes in his professional debut this Saturday, March the 28th on BMF 16, I believe. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
So, it's your professional debut, Tyrese.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
It is massive. It's been a long time coming as well.
Long time, yeah.
I mean, this is
2 years.
It's been 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. So, look, before we progress to that stage, just tell everybody your journey into MMA from a kid to today.
So my journey to MMA, I was always in combat sports, to be fair. Like, I was always involved in martial arts. I think I started karate when I was 5 years old. Started competing then, and then that moved on to judo. I started competing provincially in judo, won 3 provincial titles.
Provincial?
Yeah, so like here, that'd be like Midlands.
So just to clarify, this is in South Africa?
In South Africa, yeah.
Okay.
So this is in South Africa. I went from judo, then to taekwondo, then from taekwondo, back to judo, then to Muay Thai. And then that's when I found the MMA. And then, yeah, just started competing.
So you can safely say you are a true mixed martial artist then?
Yeah. I don't know where this has come from, that I'm one-dimensional and I'm just a striker and I'm just a boxer. My first few amateur fights, I was just submitting guys. You know, I was a grappler. So this whole, a bit like Ilya Tapura, to be fair, but yeah, this whole idea of me being just this one-dimensional boxer, I don't know where this has come from, to be fair. Well, maybe from my boxing, where I'm just knocking guys out, but...
Yeah. For your first professional MMA debut, how's training camp been?
It's been good. It's been good. We've been doing our wrestling at 4D. I've been doing a lot of work with some of the boys down there.
Is that Fourth Dimension in Long Eaton?
In Long Eaton,
okay.
yeah. And we're getting a lot of good training in. We're splitting my training between Cuba MMA and then Fourth Dimension as well, just to get the bodies in as well. One of the guys, one of my close training partners, he actually beat my opponent in the amateurs. So I've been doing a lot of work with him, so that we know what to expect come fight night. I always feel like it's good to train with those type of guys as well, that have an understanding of exactly how your opponent fights, you know, because they fought them and beat them.
Let's clarify, your opponent is a grappler, right?
He's a wrestler, yeah. So he comes from a wrestling background. He's got good wrestling, but apart from that, I don't.
I've heard quite a bit about him on the wrestling circuit.
Yeah.
He enters competition, so that's his bread and butter.
Yeah. Wrestling. He's a pure wrestler, but again, MMA is different. You know, there's wrestling, and then there's wrestling for MMA, and they're completely different. You know, you can be a good freestyle wrestler, but that doesn't necessarily translate over into wrestling for MMA.
Yeah.
And I can wrestle for MMA. You know, I can submit guys, knock guys out. My wrestling's good. My grappling's good. I don't know why people think I'm so one-dimensional.
So where's this stigma come from then, you being one-dimensional?
I think it's because, you know, I suffered an injury and I've been out of MMA for 2 years. And it's been a long, hard journey getting back. You know, probably one of the hardest periods in my life, to be fair. I mean, I went from being in the best shape of my life to not being able to put my shoes on.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a shit one, but...
So what I remember, I mean, your last amateur MMA was a while back now.
Yeah.
And this is obviously due to injuries. It took you a while to get to this point where you can finally take the step into professional MMA.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like your last performance was as an amateur?
My last performance was defending my world title on Battle Arena. And I fought a good opponent. I think he was 9-3 at the time. He had a lot of amateur experience, very, very decent fighter. Came from the same gym that I won the title from. Forgot the name of the gym now. But yeah, no, it was a good performance. I feel like I did exactly what I do now. Walk people down, good boxing pressure, good anti-wrestling, reversing position, landing good ground and pound. Just putting the pressure on guys. I mean, over the period of the fight, people might start strong, but they won't finish strong when they fight with me. You know, there's going to come a time in the fight where the pressure starts to get too much. and guys start to break down.
Yeah.
And then that's when they start making mistakes, and I capitalize on those mistakes. Yeah, it
So,
was a good fight.
so do you feel you've come a long way since that last, being a good performance that it was, to now? So you performed well
Levels.
as an amateur on your last fight, and you've come on loads since then.
Loads since then. I mean, I watched the footage back, and it's like a completely different fighter. And I mean, that was a good performance.
Yeah.
But I look back at that, and the amount of times I hit him clean, and the amount of times I was catching him with good shots, compared to now how I catch guys with good shots,
Yeah.
there's no ways that he'd be able to take those shots now, because I know how to punch better now. You know, I understand it a bit better. I think back then I didn't have the power that I have now. I didn't have the IQ that I have now. And I fully understand now how to put guys away, how to knock guys out. So yeah, if we had to run that fight back, I don't think there's no ways he'd get hit with those shots again.
To be fair, over the past, since your last amateur fight, you've been doing a lot of work with myself.
Yeah, a lot of work.
So I can clarify that your punching has got better.
And
so
my
like,
boxing in general.
So you say that last amateur performance was for a title or defending a title?
Defending the
Can you
title.
tell us what titles you've won as a MMA?
So in MMA, I won a title in South Africa just before I left. I've won ISK kickboxing title. I've won the 2 MMA titles, world titles. And then I won a boxing title as well in Leicester. And hopefully now we get onto the pro show, start winning titles there as well.
And the weight cut and stuff. How are we getting on?
Yes, the weight cut. I mean, the weight cut's how it always is. I've never missed weight. I don't plan on missing weight. But it's a hard one. I normally fight at 66. Obviously, I've put on some size. We're gonna need a bit more time to make 66 now, so we're fighting at lightweight. Also because it's hard getting fights at featherweight. We're struggling to get matchups, so we've had to kind of fight in between lightweight and featherweight. But it's still a hard cut for me. So yeah, next few days are gonna be a bit rough, but we're gonna make it.
Yeah. Sign of a professional to make weight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The standard procedure. So what can we expect come Saturday night?
War. War.
Obviously a victory.
Yeah, a win. But I don't just want to win. You know, I don't want to just get a mediocre, average win. You know, I want to show how much I've improved since my last fight, and I truly believe I can stop this guy. And another thing, I want to show that I can now grapple this guy as well.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I feel a little bit disrespected, to be fair, with this whole talk of he's one-dimensional, he has no wrestling, he has no grappling, all this bullshit. You know, like I have 4 wins by submission. And look what I've done to good grapplers, guys who compete in wrestling. Look what I've done to them. I've out-grappled them. I've mauled them on the ground. So this whole bullshit, oh, he can't wrestle. Come on, man. When I put that pressure on him, I can put him away on the feet, but there's gonna come a point in that fight where he starts getting tired, and that's when I feel like I can. If he shoots lazily on me, he's gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punish him for it.
So you say you've had 2 years out of MMA, more or less, due to injury and whatnot. So what's been happening?
So because of obviously we couldn't compete MMA, we had to take some time off. The first step of getting back and getting experience, and number one, keeping my name out there, like staying relevant. We knew I had good hands, so the next step was then to just maybe take over on the boxing, get some boxing experience in. I ended up finishing 8-0 in the last 2 years in boxing.
Yeah.
And
a lot of knockouts in there, weren't there?
A lot of knockouts in there, yeah. It was funny. It was like I went from a guy who, I mean, the viewers have just seen in MMA, just landing so much volume. So I always viewed myself as a volume puncher. Like I'm just gonna
accumulation.
Yeah, accumulation.
Yeah.
And then I came back. I took
one punch.
Yeah, I took like a few months off. Well, a few months off, quite a bit off. Put on some size, obviously, because I hadn't been training. I'd just been doing weightlifting. And then I had that fight with that Norwegian kid. And
what show was that?
That was on Ring Wars.
Okay.
That was
yeah. The Southpaw lad.
The Southpaw guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna break him down over the rounds. I'm like, and then eventually he's gonna start breaking down. And I just dropped him in the first minute. And I remember hitting him. I was like,
oh, he's down.
What the fuck? I was like Spider-Man. I was like, I was looking at my glove. And just knocked him out cold after that. And he said he had never been knocked out. He was a good fighter, and I
Then
remember
you had another one on the IFP show
IFP
when
as
that was
well.
another knockout, another right
Yeah,
hand,
another southpaw as well.
another southpaw.
Yeah,
He's a
he was
southpaw killer.
the Scottish national champ. Yeah, and I just it went from being a volume puncher to, oh shit, I can knock guys out cold.
Yeah.
And yeah, gave
Then
me a
you
lot of
had
confidence.
you had the last one for me on BTB9,
BTB
another knockout again, left hook this time.
left hook,
Yeah.
knocking guys out with the right and the left. But yeah,
Brilliant.
it was a good period. Good to get back. Good to get my name out there. I feel like it did a lot for me as well.
Yeah.
It kept me relevant.
Yeah, because I think people fail to realize that MMA was actually your main focus.
Yeah.
Because everyone just, over the past few months, has seen you as this boxing knockout artist. But MMA, I've been telling people, MMA is his main graft.
Yeah,
And that's
forget.
that's what he's chasing. So what can we expect in the future? What are your vision? What's your vision?
I mean,
Where we're aiming?
I wanna stay as active as possible. My coach Dre, Andre Winner, he put it perfectly. We're not training for the opponent ahead of us. We're training for all the opponents ahead of us.
I get that.
It's not who it is in front of us now. It's what we need to be doing on a daily basis that's gonna get us a world title.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be like, oh, I'm fighting a wrestler. I need to wrestle now. No, you should be wrestling anyway.
Yeah.
Or same thing if you're fighting a striker. Oh, I need a striker now. No, you should be doing it anyway. So
That makes so much sense. It's
so
a great coach you've got as well.
one of the best. One of the best.
The best.
The best. Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, my goal is to stay as active as possible. I want at least 4 or 5 pro fights this year. And then hopefully by the end of this year, get on a bigger show, maybe KSW, maybe Octagon.
Well, I've got to say,
and
are
then
we
next year
aiming for
UFC.
UFC?
Yeah, and then I said next year UFC.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not here to just
We're not here to take
fight
part.
regionally for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? I want to, to take part. I want to get onto a big show very quickly, and I feel like I have the skills and the personality to do that. You know?
Definitely.
I feel like I'm.
You got to have it all these days, haven't you?
Yeah, you
know what I
can't
mean?
just go there. Oh, I'll fight whoever the company gives me, guys. No.
You've been doing your work with social media as well. You
Yeah.
started your own little, is it a vlog? Your own little
Yeah.
channel.
So I started my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Thank you. And we just, the main thing was social media and just kind of showing people a different side of me, because everybody sees.
I think that has to be done nowadays.
Yeah, it
I
has
think
to be.
There's got to be more to it.
Because there's
You know what I
different sides of you as a fighter as well. Like you've got you on fight night, which is very different to how you are in your normal life.
Yeah.
So people sometimes people only see you on the screen or in person when you're fighting, and then they're like, oh,
Just associated with that, and that's it.
yeah, and it's like that guy is me only there in that environment. Like who I am outside of
And now
that
you're
is
showing the
completely different.
Joker and the
Yeah,
charisma that you've got.
I mean, yeah, you just show who you are. You just be real. People will engage with it. So
It works, man. It works.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I enjoy the videos you post. You know what I mean? I know I'm in a lot of them, but
yeah, loads of
they
them.
are
to be
good,
fair.
man. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Well, listen, Tyreece, BMF 16,
Let's go.
Saturday the 28th of March. Wishing you all the best.
Thank
I'll
you.
be there, no doubt.
100%.
And we'll get it done. We'll get off to a great start in your professional MMA career.
Yeah. Put the sky away.
Remember, guys, we are here to support our local fighters, MYRMIDONS, professional MMA fighters, you name it, we cover, covering everything from social media, injuries, the lot.